Hello and welcome. My name's Rose Smith from absolutesoulsecrets.com and I'm here to do your January horoscope. I'll also do a bit of psychic reading, whatever I pick up clairvoyantly and clairsentiently, and also some tarot cards. Well, courageous Capricorns, what a big year it is. It's a big year for everybody. One of the reasons is that we've got 6 eclipses this year, and so they're just rolling one after the other. And as you probably already know, the effects of eclipses can last for some months. Some people say it actually lasts for up to 6 months. So you can imagine, if that's right, how much they're going to sort of roll on top of each other and how much accumulated energy there's going to be this year. 6 eclipses is quite is a bit unusual. Usually there's only 3 or 4, okay, but this year a lot more happening, and it starts this month on the 10th with a lunar eclipse for you, dear Capricorn. Well, a lunar eclipse for everybody, but it's got particular influence on you this month. Now, one of the other things that is happening is that Saturn conjuncts Pluto on the 12th, and this is in your first house, and there's a lot of activity there because we'll have the Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and so, you know, a lot of stuff going on that's jostling for position in your subconscious. So you need to sort of balance it out here and there. You know, these energies, they could be in conflict with one another sometimes. And because it's in your first house, that's all about you, your identity, who you are. And so you might find that you're inventing your identity in some way. You might want new clothes, new makeup, new hair, or something that will better express who you are. So do bear that in mind, to put a bit of money aside in case you want to buy new clothes, like a lot of new clothes this year. You could also clean out your wardrobe, particularly to, you know, send those things, pay it forward, send those things to people that really do need them. And a lot of people are really sort of suffering now with poverty on the increase. So, you know, anything that you don't need, yes, send it forward, pay it forward. Okay, so your identity is like a key feature this year, but particularly starting this month, courageous Capricorns. So the 4th sees Mars going into your 12th house. Now, 12th house is a strange place. It's the house of the subconscious, or the house of the goddess. With Mars in there, you're likely to be feeling more motivated to actually go down and be more self-reflective than usual. Maybe you're too busy sometimes, or your head's just not in the right space to really turn within and look within, but you'll be feeling more influenced to do that. And with all of this energy about your identity, it's kind of like figuring out who you are at a much deeper level. I'm sure you know who you are, but at a deeper level, it's like peeling an onion in layers, going down, down and down. Okay, it's important to go out into nature, somewhere where there's no distractions. Leave your laptop, iPad, phone at home so that you can really sit with yourself, or perhaps at the beach, and go by yourself. Okay, better to be in your own energy than, you know, with a group of people, for example. The 10th sees a lunar eclipse in your 7th house. Now, 7th house is committed relationships. And with a lunar eclipse there, you could be starting to have the beginnings of feelings about how you want to transform significant relationships. This is not just your romantic partner or your life partner or your husband. This could also be in business or work colleagues that you work particularly close with on a daily basis. But there might be the beginnings of dissatisfaction, or you're really looking at it, analysing what the dynamics in the relationship is. And, you know, if there's things there that you're not happy with, how are you going to fix that, and what are you going to do? And it might take a little time before you actually physically do something. Maybe when the next solar eclipse comes around, it's more outward directed, then you might decide that you'll have a chat with the person concerned. At the moment, it's sort of more like formulating things or trying to sort it out for yourself deep within. So the 12 sees that Saturn-Pluto conjunction I was just talking about, and this is a real opportunity, and it's a real time for growth and to broaden your horizons. It's like the world is so much bigger, your soul is so much bigger than you thought, and perhaps you've been living like a half life, and so with that you just sort of become aware that you're missing out on some level, and that there's these other opportunities. So there may be some restrictions or challenges. Doesn't mean that those broader horizons are just going to sort of fall into your lap, even though Jupiter's there. With Saturn and Pluto, it's giving you the impetus or the opportunity to grow and to take some action. Taking action is important. The 13 sees Venus joining Neptune in your third house of communications. This is particularly beautiful for all sorts of relationships, and in your messages with people, your local environment where you live, your neighbourhood. You might find that you're getting on better with your neighbours and people who live close by, and also siblings. If you have any siblings that you've had sort of disagreements with in the past, this is an opportunity for an olive branch to be extended, either them to you or you to them, whichever, and sort of smooths over. With Venus, it's very this is a very spiritual sort of a very spiritual energy, and you might come to realize that there are other things more important than arguing or disagreements. And so you could actually sort of smooth out any relationship bumps. The other thing there is you might consider study or somehow boosting your creativity. Venus really loves creativity and beauty. Okay, so anywhere in your communications or study where you can bring those elements in, she'll be really happy. So 16th sees Mercury, 20th the Sun, and the 24th a new moon, which is all about new beginnings, in your second house of values. So you may find your values changing in January to better reflect who you are as a person and what your soul really wants you to do. So value systems can be things like your core beliefs, integrity, honesty, kindness, whatever you believe in, but it can also be your money, your finances. So with the new moon there, and the sun particularly, the sun is like giving you insight or awareness into what's going on, and the new moon is like a new beginning. If you've been having financial issues, you may see a way out of those problems, realize that maybe there's something that you could do that you hadn't thought of before. You're likely to get new insights to make money and to spend money more carefully, and realize that no, we don't really need that second pair of red shoes, for example. One red pair is enough, things like that. So you're not spending money just for the sake of spending, and perhaps recycling becomes more important to you as well. Okay, courageous Capricorns, I'm just going to close my eyes now and see, and there's something here around your neck. What is that? Okay, they're telling me it's like a sort of pendant. It's got a American Indian flavour or sort of vibe to it. I feel like there's a delay about something you've been waiting for to happen, and there's some sort of delay, and the words I'm getting is just be patient. Be patient. All good things come to those who wait. That's me saying that. The just be patient, that was Spirit saying that. And they're showing me I'm in the water now. Now there's an anchor from a ship. What's it doing? Is it going up or is it going down? Oh, okay. It is being dropped. So it's like you're in a safe harbour at the moment. And although it's safe and it's and it's more still than it has been. Like, it's not particularly rough weather or anything. I feel that's in the past, and this anchor's dropped down into the ocean. There's elements within you that are keen to get going on something. It's like you've stopped here for a bit of R&R, and there's still these, like the sailors on board the ship. It's like the ship I'm looking at is like 18th century or something like that. They want to get out to sea and they want to keep going, but it's almost like you have to resupply yourself, you know. So you need some spiritual nurturance and some spiritual feeding. So, you know, listen to other people that, you know, do have your best interests at heart, and it's like the words are actually feeding you spiritually, you see. So you need to get that so that you can continue on your trip and continue on with your progress. So you might have a short time of downtime, R&R. Okay, so let's have a look now in the tarot cards and see what we can see. I've already shuffled them up, dear Capricorns, and I'll just give them a quick shuffle again now, and we'll see what comes out. I'm going to pick a card for every week, and just, okay, that one. And all right, so this is the sorry, I just have to put glasses on because I can't see without. See these numbers up the top? They're so tiny. Can you see that? How tiny they are. It's the 4 of Pentacles. All right, this does relate to your physical world, your possessions, your finances in particular, Pentacles. And it's like you're doing some work here. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a stone. It looks almost like the back of a laptop or something, but it's made of stone. A lot of stones here. And so stone is, again, the physical world. But see these coins down the front? This is ways to make money, okay, grounded in practical reality. So you might have some good ideas the first week of January about setting your intention for 2020 on how you can make more money or save more money so you can improve your finances through 2020. And you can, you know, this is not pie in the sky stuff. There are real practical things you can do to improve your financial situation. Okay, I'm just getting, I can't go on till I say this. Do be careful over Christmas time, because I'm doing this the week before Christmas. Do be careful over Christmas time that you don't overspend, because when it comes around to January, then you're going to find it harder to get back into alignment into the position you want to be in. So because your focus will be on your finances, particularly the end of January or the second half of January. Okay, so moving now to the second week of January, and we come up with this one, which is the 3 of Wands. This is all about passion and action, taking action. See all that red through there, and the 3 baseball bats. Okay, you could be working with a team of people. This could be your actual physical work, or this could be in some creative project, because it's Wands. It's very inspiring. I get little glitches, like little disagreements, but nothing major. So if you are working on some sort of project, that you will get it across the line together at work. I'm getting a real vibe at work here, a team project that has to be delivered maybe the second half of January, but you're working on it the second week of January, and how to, get it across the line and impress people. There's a lot of growth and opportunity here. I feel like this is going to go fairly well. A few hiccups, but nothing major. So I'm feeling like also in your family, there could be a few major issues about getting something done. but again, you do get the ball across the line. Okay, so whether it's home, family or work, eventual success. Okay, now looking at the third week of January for courageous Capricorns, and we come up with this one, Second of Wands. Okay, so this is coming up a lot these last few days since I've been doing the horoscopes, this card. The horoscopes, the key themes for the month, I should say. It's not just, this is not horoscopes, this is tarot, obviously. Now, see down the bottom here, there's like a fence made of stones. I think these are called hedgerows in England. You know, or you may not know, but if you've ever been to England, driving in the countryside, all of the fields have these stone walls that have been built over hundreds and hundreds of years. And, you know, they're boundaries, basically, setting boundaries. But you'll see there's a gap here. So this lady can walk from one side to the other without much effort or much challenge. And this is about you stepping outside your boundaries into something that works better for you. Again, it's wands, so there's sort of inspiration to move forward, but action needs to be taken. It's not going to fall in your lap. See the red there she's wearing. And it could be in relationships too, where you actually express yourself. So the way of stepping out is through the expression of how you feel about different things. And it can also be to do with finances. I just keep getting that finances in my mind. You'll see there, not only does she have her 2 feet on the ground, but she's holding a balloon with the earth on the balloon, and there's a spiritual tone to this as well. She hasn't forgotten her spirituality when dealing with the practical everyday matters that she has to deal with. Okay, so let's now look at the last 10 days of the month for courageous Capricorns, because how could you, sorry, I'm still on this, you can't really forget that practical side, because as a Capricorn, you know, you're very organized, you're very grounded, you're very pragmatic, you know what needs to be done. So you don't need to be concerned and think you're going all woo-woo or, ungrounded and losing your balance or anything like that in life. It's not like that. All right, now the last 10 days in January for courageous Capricorns, and we come out with this one sort of sticking. Okay, this is a beautiful card. This is called the Star. Oh, sorry, Queen of Cups. Okay, because she's got the same colours on as the Star. Okay, this is about your emotions coming to the fore, doing what you love, being in touch with your subconscious. Okay, so you'll see here she's actually got a shell at the back, and she's got the ocean here. So, and she's sitting on a conch shell as well. See that circle going around like that? There's birds in the sky, so there's a lot of thinking going on, a lot of strategizing, and there's the cup there. Okay, so thinking about the emotions, but more than that, actually feeling the emotions and acting on the emotions. So any chance, I like to get these in a straight line, and today they just don't want to go. Any chance where you can really get in touch with your creativity this month, dear Capricorns, is a good thing. So you'll notice that beautiful green and blue together, the green, the opportunities and the love of the heart, with the blue, which is more about expressing yourself. And there's actually a chakra between the throat chakra and the heart chakra, which is being formed in humanity now as a collective, as part of the collective. So individuals are starting to feel it, but not everybody yet, but some people can see it and feel it. And that's what this is about, is developing that bridge between the heart and the throat, so that you talk about the things that you love and the things that inspire you. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes again to give you a bit of a psychic summary. Okay, so they're showing me straight away a watch. It's a funny watch. It's a bit like a watch and a compass all in one. So this is about your direction in life, what direction you're going in. And they're saying it's a matter of timing. So timing's very important. So please, don't try to rush anything. But you don't. It's not really your personality to try that anyway. I see a rope ladder and a woman climbing up a rope ladder. It's pretty hard, I must admit, but she is getting there slowly. And this is you ascending in consciousness. It's like I'm in a cave and there's stone walls all around me, and then this rope ladder hanging down and climbing up this rope ladder. And that's what you're doing. You're gradually overcoming obstacles and becoming more wise and more intuitive, and you've got more insight in life. When I see a ladder, I know it's like the ladder of success. And now I see a swing, and it's like you can swing back and forth. And as the swing goes up, you can actually, it's like you're sitting on the swing, swinging. And as the swing goes up, you can actually slide off the swing and land up the ladder at a higher place, a higher vibration. So it's actually an easier way than climbing up just using your hands and legs. So you might find in January, courageous Capricorns, that these sorts of things come a little bit easier to you. You probably, sometimes you might find it hard to meditate. You find it difficult to get down deep into your own subconscious. But if you go off into nature without distractions and just do that regularly, you can make your walk in the forest or, your beach walk. You can make that part of, a meditation, a walking meditation. So that's a place to start for you. So thank you for watching. And I want to wish you a wonderful month, because it's a big month. It's the first month, a new month of a new year, of a new decade. 2020 is absolutely huge. There's so much transformation. We will have to get our skates on to keep up with what's going on deep inside ourselves, and also deep inside ourselves, but also out there in the world. There's so much happening, and so many astrological influences in the heavens that are all working to transform us. So have a wonderful month, and if you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell. But most importantly, really enjoy yourself this month and have some downtime. Okay, thank you, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.